The Iowa Agricultural Development Division offers 4 programs to assist beginning farmers. We have our Beginning Farmer Loan Program, our Loan Participation Program, Beginning Farmer Tax Credit Program, Beginning Farmer Custom Farming Tax Credit Program. To be eligible as a beginning farmer, the requirements are the same for all programs. For 2016, you have to have a maximum net worth than $672,171. That amount will change every year. You must be at least 18 years old with no upper age limit, a resident of Iowa. You must be the owner operator of the farm, so you cannot lease to someone else or hire someone else to do the work. You must have sufficient education, training, and experience for the anticipated farming operation and have access to adequate working capital, farm machinery, livestock, and/or ag land. For the Beginning Farmer Loan Program, this is a low-interest loan through a lender or contract seller that's financed through a tax-exempt bond issued by the Iowa Finance Authority. The interest earned is exempt from federal income taxes. For contract sellers, it would also be exempt from state income taxes. Because the interest earned is tax-exempt, the lenders and contract sellers can charge the beginning farmer a lower interest rate. Typically, the beginning farmer will see about a 25% rate reduction using the program. You can use the loan to purchase agricultural land, depreciable machinery or equipment, breeding livestock but not feeders, make improvements to existing buildings or new farm improvements, but you cannot use it to finance operating expenses or refinance any previous purchases. The maximum bond amounts adjust annually on January 1st. For 2016, the maximum real estate limit is $520,000, $250,000 for existing buildings or farm improvements and new depreciable ag property. If you are constructing a feeding facility, the feeding contract must be on a per head per day basis to qualify, and then $62,500 for used depreciable ag property. If there is a dwelling or any CRP ground on the property, there are some restrictions. So no more than 5% of the bond proceeds can go towards the dwelling, and no more than 25% of the bond proceeds can go towards the CRP ground. And the combination of the above can be used until you reach that maximum. Other factors, if you currently or previously have owned land, it must be less than 30% of the county median. You may reapply and benefit from the program until the maximum bond amount has been used or the land owned exceeds the limit. The beginning farmer would negotiate the down payment and the loan terms with the bank or the contract seller. And then if eligible, you can also use down payment assistance with FSA or with our loan participation program. This is an example of savings using our Beginning Farmer Loan Program. This is assuming a 30-year amort with the maximum bond amount of $520,000 and a 25% rate reduction. You can see they would save over $150,000 in interest over the life of that loan. The loan participation program was set up to supplement a down payment if they do not have those funds available. So it reduces the lender's risk by offering a last in, last out participation and allows the lender to finance more of the beginning farmer's project. We can do a maximum loan participation of 30% of the project up to $150,000. The interest rate would be at 2.5%, and that would be fixed for the first 5 years, and then it would adjust to 1% above the FSA Direct Farm Ownership Down Payment Loan Program. It is a 10-year balloon, amortized over 20 years for a land purchase and 12 years for a facility. And there are no restrictions on this program for related party transactions. This is just an example of the savings using that program. This example is for a feeding facility. So they're doing the 30% maximum up to the $150,000. It would be at the 2.5% interest, a 10-year balloon with a 12-year amort, and you can see they would save over $30,000 in interest over that 10 years.
Our Beginning Farmer Tax Credit Program encourages agricultural asset owners to lease their land, equipment, or breeding livestock to a qualified beginning farmer. If they cash rent their farm or agriculture asset, they'll receive 7% of the amount of the cash rent off of their Iowa income tax, or 17% on a crop share. If the beginning farmer is a military veteran, they would also receive an additional 1% the first year. Requirements are that the lease must be at least 2 years and can be up to 5. The tax credit will be issued annually through the term that the lease has been approved, and they can reapply after the term that's been expired, and the beginning farmer must still meet the qualifications that are in place at that time. If the lease is a flex lease, we will only calculate the amount of the tax credit on the base amount of the cash rent at 7%. There will not be any other variable factors on a flex lease in calculating the tax credit. This program, the lease can be between related parties, including immediate family members. If it is a crop share lease, the beginning farmer must receive at least 1/3 of the crop. We do require the FSA Form 156 to be provided, and that is to confirm the location of the farm, the number of acres, and the owners. The beginning farmer must also be listed as the operator. So on this form, the names must match the same names that's on the lease and the application. An example of a cash rent tax credit would be this 160-acre farm, $200 an acre, would net a $2,240 tax credit at 7%. In calculating a crop share lease, we calculate by splitting the acres 50% to corn and 50% to beans. We're not saying you need to operate the farm this way, but this is just the way we calculate the amount of the tax credit. And we use the yield from USDA's previous year's T-yield for each respective county that the farm is located in, and we use the previous year's fall price for corn and soybeans that USDA established. This information is listed on our website. Then we proceed to calculate the crop share on the percentage of the owners that he or she receives on the tax credit. Example of a crop share, take that 160-acre farm, so we'd have 8 acres of corn, 8 acres of beans. And this example is a 50-50 crop share, and using the prices from last year, then this would net a tax credit of $7,257. September 1st is the deadline for the applications to be received. There's a base application fee of $250, and if it's a cash rent, there's an additional $50 per year, or if it's a crop share, there's an additional $100 per year of the application. Our custom farming tax credit program encourages an asset owner to custom hire a qualified beginning farmer to do some work on their farm. This provides a tax credit against their Iowa income tax equal to 7% of the amount that the beginning farmer gets paid. There must be contract work for the production of crops or livestock. The contract must be in writing, less than 24 months, and signed by all parties. The beginning farmer must provide everything needed for the work, including all labor and all machinery to complete the project. The taxpayer must also provide proof of payment to the beginning farmer. This program will not provide a contract custom work between related family members for spouses, children, or siblings. The deadline on this application is November 1st, so the $2 application is due at that time. If it's received after October 1st, there's an additional $50 fee. If the same person hires the same beginning farmer for multiple jobs, all that work can be combined into one application. In combining the two tax credit programs, the maximum amount an asset owner can receive per year is $50,000. Any excess amount can be carried forward 10 years, but they cannot carry it back prior years. So if you have any other information you would need from us or to access the applications, you can go to our website there or contact Tammy or I at our respective phone numbers. Thank you very much.